Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hack My Lineup, where people are crazy enough to give me their logins and I go in their fantasy accounts and I do as I please. Add drop players, decide who to sit start, do the infamous patented IR glitch, whatever. You guys know the drill, but if you don't, if it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you have the bell notifications turned on so you don't miss live streams like this. And here's how you do it. If you don't know, all you do is donate to get in line and email me your login. Who we got in the building? We got Javier. What's up, man? Wicho, what's up? Jorge, what's up? N Star, how you doing? Week 4 was crazy. Lots of ups and downs. I've seen teams score like 0 points, and I've seen teams score 200 points. It's going crazy. What's up, Lee, in the building? Also, want to give a shout out to my new Patreon members. Thank you guys so much for the support. The new guys are right here: Joe, Kyle, Julius, Tri City Threat, Kevin, and Damien. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon, patreon.com/fantasy couch. Let's put up the info here on how to get in. Should make this bigger. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Very nice. Val, what's up, man? What's going on? He's from Impractical Jokers. Oh, for real? Either the same name, fake name, or it's actually him. You never know. Maybe he plays fantasy football. Hey, we're not all degenerates, Ron. Me myself, I'm on the I cusp the borderline of being a degenerate. We are not all degenerates. Only some of us are degen. I ride the line just close to being a degen. I run that tight line, tight, up close, personal. Um, yeah, and if we don't have any hacks, that's all good. I can design I can open up Photoshop right here live. I can design some not team name, team logos for your fantasy team. I can have that up. Boom, you got yourself a custom logo. I'll be on here answering questions, just chilling. So it's all good. Sometimes we get $0 and no hacks, and sometimes we have a bidding war and it gets crazy. You never know what's gonna happen. Will Montgomery play? Please say yes. I mean, there's a lot of players. I don't know what's going on with everybody. So I'm pretty much just going to do what anybody would do. So, what you want to do is just Google David Montgomery Roto World and then click the first link. Um, David Montgomery ankle knee did not practice Wednesday. So that's really the only information we have. David Montgomery officially didn't practice at all this week. And while Bears coach Matt Eberflus called him day to day after it happened, it was pretty evident that this wasn't a short-term injury. Khalil Herbert's runway for RB1 this week is now cleared. Montgomery isn't necessarily a lock to play next week with this participation report, so managers will have to monitor his early practice reports for week 5 for positive signs. Oh, shoot, I'm reading the wrong one. I was like October 5th. All right, October 5th. Montgomery left his week 3 matchup with the Texans after just 3 carries, but he did not practice today, though. I just messed up when I zoomed in. That's October 5th is the report right here. That's today. Monty left his week 3 matchup with the Texans after just 3 carries. He did not practice at all last week and was sidelined for week 4. The Wednesday did not practice suggests he is on a similar trajectory this week. Khalil Herbert will draw the start once again if Monty is out. Herbert turned 20 touches into 101 scoreless yards last week with 39 carries and 3 receptions over the past 2 weeks. Herbert could push for RB1 numbers in week 5. That's all we got. Ooh, Atlas, I love it. Little, you guys know the formula. A little bit of brown nosing, follow it up with a short question. I mean, this is perfect. This is how it goes, right? You say a compliment, you tell me I'm the man, my videos are awesome, makes me feel good. Then follow it up with a short question because I can't read, right? Boom, you get your I think this is the formula to get your questions answered. Or hit me up with the super chat, of course. Jameis Winston or Russell Wilson. Well, this one has almost it's all about injuries. So we don't know if Jameis Winston is going to play. My guess is he is. I don't think he practiced today. He did not. Nobody, let me pull up. Can I pull up my Twitter? See if we can pull up my Twitter account. So nobody practiced for the Saints except for Kamara. Let me see if we can get a confirmation, and we cannot. Great. But I remember that. So between Jameis and Russell Wilson, I think for now, start Russell Wilson because you don't have a choice. Yeah, you don't have a choice. There's nothing you can do. Russell Wilson could be top 10 this week. He could, probably not, but he could slide into the top 10 for sure. Winston would be a little bit better if he's healthy. So for now, start Russell Wilson. Damian Pierce is he's a stud, man. Don't really have anything else to say about that. He's just good. He's great. And in a land of not a lot of good RBs, he's a good one. A Rob, Mooney, or Ayuk. I've dropped Mooney in all my leagues, by the way. You should follow suit. Drop him right now. Oh, wait, this could be a deeper league. You also have Allen Robinson, a guy that everybody dropped as well. Um, yeah, I mean, why would you want to start Allen Robinson? We're going with Brandon Ayuk. Is Melvin Gordon a good ad? Yes. Javonte Williams is out for the season. Breaking news, Blakey. I assume you're like in an 8-team league. Jeff Wilson or Dylan? This is an interesting question. I'm definitely going with Jeff Wilson, not splitting any time with anybody there. He's the only guy who's like he's splitting time with, quote unquote, is Debo and Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback. So he's splitting time with a wide receiver and a, and a fullback. No other running backs are getting any touches in that Niners backfield. I dropped A-Rob for Pickens. Great move. Sell high on Jamal Williams. Yes, if you can. He doesn't. The thing when I told some people to sell Daryl Henderson after that first week, and I told them, look, it's probably not going to happen because he doesn't have a sexy name. It's kind of the same with Jamal Williams. He's not sexy. He was underdrafted. He's just not like that attractive name that's going to sell, right? Like trading Jonathan Taylor, he has that name value. Well, Jamal Williams doesn't. Now, Jamal Williams has the ranking, he has the production, and he has ahead of him on the depth chart a very injury prone running back. So if you can, yeah, it's all about what you can get from him. But right now is a good time. Just not a lot of Jamal Williams fanboys out there, is what I'm trying to say. This makes it a little tougher. Hey there, Jorge. I need help with my lineup. Thank you in advance. Okay. Go ahead and shoot me an email. Hines or Ramondre. I'm going to go with Naheem Hines. It's close, don't get me wrong, but this is kind of you don't want to have Naheem Hines on the bench if he blows up when it's this close. Because we already know Ramondre is splitting. Like, so you can't use the excuse like, oh, Naheem Hines is gonna split. Dude, Ramondre is gonna split too. Let me open up the hacks. Opening up my email. Did you email me? Is this you? I got one. No, I didn't get your email. So I did not get your email. And you just got lapped. You just got lapped by Richard. Need help on both teams. And I did get your email. Are you buying low on Kamara or is he a hold? That doesn't make sense. Hold usually means you have him. So that doesn't quite make sense. I mean, it's a general, and in terms of a general question, it makes sense. But most people care about their fantasy team, not about giving fantasy advice. Um, to me, he is a buy super low. I would really like to buy Kamara. So yes, I do think he is a buy low. I would trade for him. But you got to realize right now it's a cheap time, and I would not pay sale price for Kamara. I would only pay clearance price because I'm stingy. I am just not. I'm a little bit more of a conservative trader. Like I'm trading a lot more this year and proposing a lot more trades this year than I've been. So I'm definitely trading a lot more as of recently, but I'm still stingy. And that's just how I operate in life with everything, right? I always try to get a discount. I always take small W's. And right now, it's when I make trades, it's never about my ego or I know what's going to happen to the player. It's about the price. So if I'm making 10 trades this year in fantasy, just 10 trades total, I'm always trying to get a discount. So if I get a dollar discount, that's going to be $10 right there. Okay. So that's what I do. And for Kamara, I would want a special discount. So price would need to be really cheap, and I'd be very interested in that. Witcho325. Thank you so much for the donation, my friend. Defense rankings, sneak peek, maybe. No peek. I'll list them off here. So the elite defenses this week are going to be the Packers, the Vikings, the Niners, and Bills. Niners and Bills at the top. Don't know who I'd have number one or number two. I think Niners. Here, let me give you a visual here. We're looking at the lines to see any shootouts, any lopsided games. I mean, look at this. One of the lowest scoring games right here. Packers favored to win by 8. So I like the Packers. Look at the Steelers, guys. Steelers, similar situation, medium scoring game. But the Bills are favored to win by 14. Absolutely going to dominate that game. But the Niners, Niners and Bills at top. Maybe Niners will be number one. Baker sucks. It's really just CMC's the only thing you got to worry about. And if Jimmy G in the offense doesn't screw up, putting their defense in a bad situation, throwing a pick, giving the ball to the Panthers. But this is a low scoring game. Niners favored to win by 6.5. So I love the Niners D. But all those defenses are taken. A couple people may have dropped the Niners D here and there. So you definitely want the Vikings D. Was only rostered in about 50% of leagues, a little bit less than that a few days ago. Where is that game? 44 over under. I mean, I would take the under on that. And Vikings favored to win by 7. Maybe it's good because it's in a dome. It's in Minnesota. So Vikings definitely a good one. Dolphins are a decent one. Kyle Pitts was hurt today. Cordell Patterson is out. Marcus Mariota, not that great. So Bucks D, not that bad. Rams D, Jags D is going to be really good. Eagles D is good every single week. Saints D is a sleeper defense. Those are really all the good defenses. I wouldn't want any of the defense other than those guys. So yeah, just listed a bunch off for you. Well, I might hack it offline if you're not on. That's kind of the rules. So if you're not, I'll still hack it tonight though. And I'll email you back. But let me make sure I got your email. So I got Richard, and I got your email. It's ESPN, right? Let me see what it says. ESPN, Jorge. Okay. I got your email. And we got Richard right here. This is not even a funny joke, dog. It's not funny. It's not because the Vikings D is good. I mean, I guess that's your joke. It's about who they're playing. They're playing the Bears. So laugh at the Bears offense. They throw the ball. I want to get an exact number on here. How often do they throw the ball? You're not able to log into Sleeper. My God. I'll look it up. Give me a second. I'm looking at Fields. Let me see the pass attempts for Justin Fields really quick. Justin Fields. $16.75 pass attempts per game. Wow. That's the Bears. 11 pass attempts against Green Bay in a loss where they were down the whole game. The Bears throw the ball. Yeah, exactly. So, I know you're trying to be funny. Not really a funny joke. It's not funny. It's all about the Bears, not about the Vikings at all. Pickens or Bateman. As of right now, you're starting Pickens. Yeah, so Pickens is the answer. Don't lock that in. Don't ink it in. Pencil that in. Yeah, I love Michael Pittman. Yep, I got Vikings D last week in one league. Got him for free, just like you, free agency. But I got him last week, and they gave me a good amount of points. So I'm starting him again this week. All right, we are on Sleeper. We are hacking Richard. You guys ready to hack? All right, let's go. right, we are back. That's right. All right. You can't have me hack 3 of them. Could you check out my dynasty team? Can't figure out who to start. Both leagues, 1 QB, half PPR, 12 team. Looks like a great team, man. Wow. Looking like a good team. A lot of Eagles. Oh, except for Kyle Pitts. We ran into our first all right, we're running into some problems here, some questionable tags. Okay, I see why you got 2 kickers. Because of Harrison Butker. I wish you had 2 tight ends. You have Kyle Pitts. DeAndre Swift probably is not going to play, just to let you know. I mean, of course, you start him, but he's probably not playing. So we're going to start Breece Hall in his place. We're just going to make that assumption. Michael Pittman. Okay. So Hunter Henry's the best tight end you got on waivers. Ugh. Patriots are disgusting this year. So unfortunately, if Kyle Pitts is out, you may need to drop Jamison Williams or just drop a kicker. Maybe add Hayden Hurst or Hunter Henry might be good with Jonnu Smith injured. All right. No good wide receivers other than maybe Zay Jones. Robert Woods won't help you win a league. You do have Pickens and Elijah Moore just chilling anyway. Mostert and Madison and Algier are all available. Wow. I would definitely say screw kicker and roster one of these running backs. I get that Matt Gay is really good, but he's not worth keeping. It's a 12-team league. You want to hoard these running backs, and all 3 are amazing. Algier, Mostert, and Madison. I'm leaning towards Mostert. He's got value the whole year. So does Madison. And if Butker's out, I mean, just add a kicker. It's easy. I saw some good kickers. Riley Patterson is one. So we made that move. Uh-oh, we have an interruption. Jonathan, thank you so much for the donation. I got offered JT and MT for Breece Hall, Fryermuth, and Sutton. Should I accept it? Now, the worry here is it's 2 injured players. Yeah, there we go. Look at Lee. I'm in a 10-team league, and those RBs are rostered. Yeah, I mean, bro, people bid $1,000, 100% FAB on Algier in a 12-team league. So, man. So the thing with this, Jonathan, is that those 2 players are injured. The other 3 are good, but those 2 are injured currently. So JT is out. JT still an upgrade from Breece Hall. Mike Thomas, when healthy, an upgrade from Sutton. Here's the thing, though. How many games are you going to get out of these two? I would lean towards just chilling because JT's actually sucked when healthy. At least he has the last 3 weeks. Yeah, he got hurt last week, but I think he got 20 carries in before he got hurt. 20 carries for poop, for nothing. I think it. I do have the depth to cover it, and Brian Thomas and stash as well. I say no because these are all younger players, healthier players, more durable players. Ah man, JT's coming back in a week, so that's great. Michael Thomas is coming back soon, but chance of re-injury is high with this guy. He's older. I'm leaning towards keeping the safer players. I would stay put. It's a great trade offer. I would stay put. Chat, feel free to chime in on this trade. I really want the chat. I just want their opinion. Let's see someone else's opinions. Please let this guy know. So he's got a trade offer, JT and Mike Thomas for Breece Hall, Fryermuth, and Sutton. Let him know which side you prefer. I think I prefer the Breece Hall side. I'm all in on Breece Hall this year. So I'm banking pretty much my fantasy career that Breece Hall is going to be better. And I think he's already started to be becoming better. So hopefully the trend continues. Yeah, I got Breece Hall in over a third of my leagues. Yeah, so people seem to agree. And I don't think it's because I like Breece Hall. I think everyone seems to agree here. I just wanted some other opinions. It's always good to get a third opinion on something. Now you got a fifth, sixth, and seventh opinion as well. All right. Yes, hoarding these running backs is very important, man, because these guys go down. And Raheem Mostert, what is he, RB 45 right now? But he's been showing a lot. He's been getting a lot more snaps, over 50% of snaps the last 3 weeks. You got to hoard these RBs. I'd even think that if Swift was out, I would drop possibly Jamison Williams and hoard another RB like Algier. I don't know how these RBs are available. That is nuts, man. Hey, I love that trade. A little bit of quantity to go get yourself some quality. Need a little bit of quality in your life. Yeah, right now there is a clearance for JT, so I don't hate you. All right, you're just starting the right players. Everything's good. If you need a kicker, just look at my week 5 waiver wire pickups video. I like Riley Patterson. I like Crosby. I like Lutz. Those guys are probably the best this week. What's up? The network in the building. Would you start Eagles D or Dolphins D? Eagles D long term is good. I would go with the Dolphins D this week. So that's, you make the decision. I'm just telling you which one I prefer this week. Dolphins D, long term, Eagles D. All right. And you're in a bunch of leagues. I don't know which one is which, man. So I'm sorry. Are you here, Richard? I can't. You have 4 leagues, bro, and you didn't tell me which one. Could you check out my dynasty team? I don't know what that means. Okay, there we go. I found the dynasty. Nope, they're all dynasty. All right, well. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna move on. Ryan Suckup, per my video. Wicho, thank you so much for the donation. James Robinson or Dameon Pierce this week? I have a thing for Dameon Pierce, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to bench this man. I don't think I can. I can't. I can't bench Dameon Pierce. I don't care what James Robinson did the first 3 weeks. I can't bench Dameon Pierce. You can't bench him. You can't sit him. Gotcha. All right. So take a look at this. What am I looking at? This show's weird. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? There's like 50 players here. I mean, am I supposed to look at this and say something? Okay. Yeah, man, looks good. You got some nice young pieces. Probably get rid of Greg Dortch. We'll drop Greg Dortch. Everything else looks good, but we want to drop Greg Dortch. Hmm. Nobody to pick up, I guess. Jeez, that's really bad. Maybe Foster Moreau. Waller could get hurt. I don't think you want Greg Dortch, but I mean, there's really not a lot of options. This is a deep league, a deep waiver league. Jeez. Yeah. Who should I start? Oh, okay. All right, let me zoom out. We're going. Well, this one's easy. Let's go Jacobs and let's go, I think, Mostert. Oh, thank you for the donation, man. Thank you. Oops, I must have clicked the wrong. I don't know what I'm. Oh, this is the bench. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Naji. Ugh. Gross. What a gross man. Gross man. And this is half PPR, it seems like. 1 QB. Okay. T. Higgins for now. Fryermuth or Waller. Probably Waller. Oh, yeah, definitely Waller. Okay. For defense, between the Eagles and Jags, go with the Jags. And that's it. So Mostert we could replace with Metcalf. I think we're gonna do that. And maybe, yeah, that's a tough one. Mostert, Metcalf. Let's do that. Yeah. Go. Actually, I'm gonna start Brandon Cooks over Metcalf. Drake London could be a good start if Pitts is out. So keep that in mind. T. Higgins is questionable with a minor injury. It's okay to start one Texan against your defense as long as it's not like, oh, Dameon Pierce and Davis Mills. Oh, you got Jamar Chase too? Dang. You should definitely try to trade one of these guys. I would. I think you could get a lot for Jamar Chase. This is a nice set of players you got, man. It's okay to start both Bengals receivers. They throw the ball. I'm okay with that. Wide receiver 14 and wide receiver 13. They're both pretty much identical anyway. Yeah, your best players on the bench are definitely like that you would even consider starting is DK Metcalf and then Drake London if Pitts is out. Those two. Just so you have an idea in case you want to, change this or T Higgins is out. Drop the Giants defense immediately. The Giants have a few good matchups, but nowhere near anytime soon. So wait on it. Yeah, go ahead and shoot. Go ahead and ask your fantasy trade. Let me drink some watered down Gatorade. But we got this hack up out the way. Richard, consider yourself hacked. Fellow hacky. Appreciate all the donations, and let's make this. Come on, that's 21.98 that Richard donated. Let's make that right. Let's make that accurate. Let's get the stats accurate. Do I pick up Rashad White or Ken Walker? Both dropped. Tough one here. A lot of people may not know Rashad Penny shoulder injury today. I spelled his name right. Yep. Now wait, Ricky. A lot of people don't know this. I don't know. You might not follow me on Twitter. So this seems minor. Sure, we don't know. The most injury prone running back that I ranked, and now I know my injury rankings are flat out stupid. They're just guesses. I'm not saying they're amazing or anything. They're not here. It's gonna ask me to log in. Where is my I can't. Give me a second here. So I do have Rashad Penny is the most injury prone running back. So he missed practice. It's literally the only reason we're considering Kenneth Walker right now. Coming off his big week 4 against the Lions, where he rushed for 151 yards, Penny was working off to the side with the trainer staff Wednesday. To gain clearance for week 5 versus the Saints, rookie Ken Walker would figure. So I would add Ken Walker for the upside. Rashad White has more standalone value. I don't think you can go wrong either way. I really don't. I think both need to be picked up. Let me know who your worst players are, but I'm not gonna lie, I gotta poop really bad. So we're gonna take a little break. Oh, I got a Cash App. Let me write this down. Let me put the poop on hold or put the poop on ice. $15. Let me see who that is. Who sent the 15? That's you. Got it. All right. I'm gonna care. I got my phone. I'll be in the chat. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Be right back. Hold on. I didn't eat no Chick-fil-A. I'll be back, guys. We had a Breece. Oh, Breece Hall. Breece Hall versus Naji. Question. Breece Hall versus Naji. Um, we post this, by the way, on Twitter and Instagram every week. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. We post the targets and RB snaps every week. And so we're seeing Breece Hall get a lot more snaps. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, when you zoom out, you can see it a lot better. Breece Hall, 46 snaps at running back. Michael Carter, 31 snaps at running back. By the way, the reason we always look at snaps and for running backs and targets for tight end and wide receiver is because it's the number one stat that indirectly correlates with fantasy points, other than the stats that directly correlate with fantasy points, like yards, touchdowns, receptions. 46 snaps to 31 and change at quarterback, which likely helps. Less pass attempts. Breece Hall versus Naji. And I have them about tied, which is so lame. I'm going with Breece Hall. Yes, add Brian Robinson. Drop Rex Burkhead. You know, that's how I felt about Jalen Hurts. So in Vampire League, when I won this week, I stole Jalen Hurts. I do have Jalen Hurts on one dynasty team, though, Superflex. So that's very important. But other than that, I already started regretting not having Jalen Hurts on my team before the season started. I regretted ranking him RB8. Everyone else ranked him RB6. And yeah, I mean, there's one way to get him. And Daryl Henderson or Boone this week. Neither. We want neither. Neither. You don't want to start either one of those guys. Well, I'll say Daryl Henderson, I guess. Realistic expectation for Brian Robinson in the short term. It's going to be a split. Brian Robinson's a rookie, right? He's never played. He's coming off a somewhat unique injury, unique situation. McKissick's involved. Gibson's involved. We'll say his main upside is going to be getting the bulk of the carries. I think a good comparison would be Ezekiel Elliott. Maybe the upside of Devin Singletary. This is not a great team. They have a lot of weapons to throw to. They got Logan Thomas. Haha, not that good. I get it. But they also have Dotson, Curtis Samuel, and McLaurin, who are haha that good. And they're going to be playing from behind most games because their defense is absolute trash right now. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good Singletary, Ezekiel Elliott. Those are good kind of expectations, kind of on the positive. What's it called? What's the opposite of pessimistic? Optimistic, kind of optimistic expectations for Brian Robinson. And he'll probably be ramped up. Remember, he is a rookie. Breece Hall ramped up just because he's a rookie. Damian Pierce ramped up from week 1 to week 2 just because he's a rookie. Now we got a guy who's a rookie already in a committee coming off a unique injury. So definitely temper expectations here. Lots of factors here for Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson and McKissick are both good pass catchers as well. Dotson could be injured. Yeah. I know. We're talking short term though. We're not just talking week 5. I don't know anybody who's trying to start Brian Robinson week 5 if he even plays. Ramondre Stevenson or Mostert. Let's go with Ramondre. Do you think Sutton will go off tomorrow? I just don't think the Broncos offense will go off. I'm still a big Sutton fan. I still think he has potential to be a low end wide receiver 1, but more realistically, high end wide receiver 2. Yeah, man, it's going off means touchdowns and big plays, and that's not there for the Broncos. So I guess no. I guess no. I guess he won't go off. I guess I'll have to say no. I still like him. I still think he'll be good. Go with Dalton Schultz for sure. All right. All right. We hacked Richard. Let's see. Why is it illegal to start Thursday night football players at flex? It's not illegal. Um let me just pretend this guy asked a different question. Let's pretend you asked, why should we start Thursday night football players at flex? All right, so here's the reason. I just did it right here. So let me zoom in here so you can see really nice. So let's say Justin Jefferson's far superior from Jamar Chase. Okay. Let's just look at these guys. The reason we start the player playing later is because if this is a real example, the first year I won the couch league, if Doug Martin does drugs and gets suspended or is a healthy scratch or whatever the last minute, has anyone ever seen a surprise last minute scratch? Reggie Bush when he fell on the ice, getting hurt during pregame warmups. It just happened this year to a player. I think it was a defensive player. There's so many situations. Cam Newton not wearing a tie and getting benched for the first quarter or first half of the game. Cam Newton getting into a car accident. Miles Garrett car accident. Like these things happen. I think Golden Tate, I think he dropped some pizza or something and got into a car crash. If that happens to a player playing later, so let's say it was like this, okay? If that happened, I don't know why we can't. I don't know why it's not letting me. This is just a random dude's lineup. It's not letting me. All right. So if that happens to Jamar Chase, we can only replace him with a wide receiver. Oh, crap. I don't have any wide receivers on my bench. I wish he was in flex because he plays Sunday night where I could start a tight end like Fryer Moose. This is a great example. Fryer Moose, you can flex. He's actually a good tight end, right? Fryer, well, he doesn't play Sunday night, but you get what I mean. There's more. You have more options. You can start Fryer Moose. You can start a wide receiver. You can start a running back. There's just a lot more options. You can go to waivers and add one. So always, it's not just Thursday night. That's just a simple way to put it because this takes so long to explain. Start the players that play later games at flex, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 4 hours. Start the players that play later in the flex and start the players that play earlier in RB and wide receiver. Yeah, definitely, dude. You know what? Like it's like one of those things that seems silly, but literally happens at least once a year. It happens. You'd be like, oh, I wish I didn't start him at flex like a noob. I mean, I wish I did start him at flex like a noob, whatever. I cannot tell you how many times I've been screwed over by last minute scratch. Yes, it happens, man. A last minute scratch and we also like don't don't ever dismiss that we're humans and make mistakes as well. Don't ever dismiss that you're never gonna make a dumb error in fantasy. We're humans. Sometimes we get busy, sometimes we just dumb and we forget something. But if you make this a consistent habit, then you'll always have the player playing later in the flex position, which will always help you. So don't ever forget that we will make mistakes. We will accidentally drop a player. We'll accidentally forget to start a player. We'll accidentally forget to add a kicker and we were supposed to. We'll forget that stuff. We're human. We make mistakes. Face it. We have lives. We have jobs. We have responsibilities. Sometimes a $20 league is something that we just, one day we're going to forget. And so these type of things helps you, make these good habits. These are veteran things. What's up, Lee? What's up, my boy Smooth C in the building? I want to see what he's saying. He's always bringing these topics to me that I love. Does Pickett starting at QB benefit Pickens more than Deontay? That's a tough. It benefits Pickens for sure. Now, does it hurt Deontay? Time will tell. Maybe, maybe not. We've only seen him play like 15, 20 minutes of football. My superstition is to not start Thursday night football players before Sunday. All right, we're gonna ignore what the hell that was. I'm not gonna even respond to that. We'll move on. Thank you. I appreciate all your help. Have 3 championships because of your help. Thank you. Appreciate you, Richard. We starting Godwin comfortably this week. We're probably starting Godwin. I don't know how comfortable that's gonna be. If Penny is out, what is Walker's outlook for this season? I mean, he's basically gonna be like the next Adrian Peterson. Hall of Famer. He's gonna win at least 2 Super Bowls this year. At least. Like that's it. That's his floor if Rashad Penny misses 1 or more games. Buddy, we're talking about Hunter Renfrow. We're talking about Hunter Renfrow still? Get that name out of my face. Schultz or Conklin? Let's go Dalton Schultz. Luca, we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. You draft Melvin Gordon, you're playing him. It's all about opportunities for running backs. I'm telling you right now, it's all about opportunities. If a running back gets 20 carries, what did Najee Harris? Najee Harris didn't do much last year. I mean, shoot, if Melvin Gordon gets the same touches as Najee Harris, he'll still get double-digit points. We don't have a choice. Some of us drafted Javonte Williams and Elijah Mitchell on the same team. What choice do we have, buddy? I don't think anybody thinks Melvin Gordon's going to take off, but he's going to get the opportunities. Pittman's going to be great. Don't worry about him. Eckler for Chase. I'd prefer Eckler. Bro, look at the offense. This isn't the Cardinals. This isn't the Bills. This isn't 2015 Peyton Manning. This is literally Jimmy G, a game manager on a team. This is not a high scoring game. It's just not what it is. And we all remember there's George Kittle on the freaking team. Don't forget about him. George Kittle has done nothing in the receiving game. There's George Kittle. There's Ross Dwelly. There's Juwan Jennings. There's Danny Gray out. He's hurt right now. There's a lot of weapons. And of course, there's Debo and whoever's starting at running back, which is Jeff Wilson. There's also Kyle Juszczyk. And this is not a 2015 Peyton Manning. This isn't a team that's going to throw 5,000 yards. This is a yak team. Brandon Ayuk, if you look at the offense, he's doing exactly what you'd think. It's a low upside offense. Right? There's really 2 guys on this offense that are relevant in fantasy, to be honest, and that's Jeff Wilson and Debo, and that's it. You think there's enough pass attempts and big plays to go around? There's not. TDP is hurt, my friend. What do you want? Bench Ayuk. Yeah, I mean, you guys should be benching Ayuk. It's not a high-powered offense. It's not a yeah, it's not a crazy passing offense. The Rams try to be a crazy passing offense. Niners are not. Troy Polamalu's protege? Yeah, hell yeah. Niners actually have that safety tandem now. Let's go, baby. Debo Wideback Samuel. Yeah. The man is great at wide receiver. The man is great at yak. The man is intimidating. Nobody, I mean, he says it, but you can really tell when you watch film. Nobody wants it. They don't want to. They don't want to cover him. They don't want to tackle him. All right, and he's great at running back. He's a playmaker. He's one of the most, if not the most fun players to watch in the league. Like, how many players are on that level as far as like being electric and exciting? You got Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts now, maybe, Debo Samuel. I mean, that's really like, man, Saquon Barkley. There's really not that many people already there. All right, let's hack some lineups. I still think selling Derrick Henry is the way to go, but you got to do it for expensive now. The prices went up, my friend. I'm not selling him cheap. Prices went way up. I think Derrick Henry for Justin Jefferson or Derrick Henry for Cooper Kupp is a good trade, even. I like targeting a guy like Devontae Adams, but Henry for Adams, that deal's off the table. You're going to have to pay a little bit of tax. So give me Devontae Adams and someone else. Devontae Adams and Melvin Gordon. Devontae Adams and I don't know, and someone else. You got to throw in somebody else. You got to throw in at least a Tyler Algier or something. I need something better than that, but you got to give me something. Package trade. See, comments like this, we don't understand what you're referring to. Keep in mind this live stream is on several platforms, not just Twitch. Jimmy G is just horrible. I'm a Niners fan too. I wouldn't say he's horrible. He ain't good though. He's not. I mean, maybe he can be a good game manager this year. We got pretty far with him. But he ain't, we're talking about fantasy football. He's not going to light it up for us. It's not going to happen. He can win a lot of games, and Niners could go to the Super Bowl this year with Jimmy G. I got you, bro. I appreciate you responding too. All right, we got to hack lineups. We are hacking yahoo.com servers. Yeah, let's go. Let's hack it up, baby.
Can't wait.
All right, we are back and we are hacking King James. My teams are down bad. I need a trade to save me. Williams gone in both. Oh man, oh man. Oh man, oh man. All right. You have one empty spot. All right, we're hacking this one first. All right, let's get rid of this guy. Just go get a win this week, man. That's all you can do. Just concentrate on getting a win this week. It's really that simple, man. Everything else is pretty much out of our hands. I started out 0-3 in the couch league. I had to score the highest points in the league this week to get my first win. I don't know how I pull that off. Some crazy waiver ads and crazy trade. I'm one of those guys. I traded a paperclip and ended up with a house at the end. That's what I did, and I got a win. All right, so we are hacking a lineup, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do on this live stream. We hack lineups. All right, so you got your IR spots full. See, you dropped Javonte Williams. You need a defense. You need a new kicker, probably a little refreshment on that. Okay, Tom Brady and Kyler. We will start Kyler. So your worst starters are Everett McLaurin and Drake London. No, we're going to roll with them. Hall or Pittman, okay. Ah, man, I don't think you go for Hall. Is this a PPR league? I think this is the one. I think you want Pittman. I think Pittman's the way to go for you. Let's get this. Let's look at the waivers really quick. It's at a medium. We're at a medium panic level for JT. Not at a full panic yet. Not yet. I'll let you guys know when we're at full panic mode for JT. And about next week, I'll have a final answer on that. I mean, Michael Carter is available. Surprised. He's usually not available. Who would we who's our most droppable player? Nobody. All right. Dolphins D it is. We're going to get the Dolphins D. Is this FAB or? Yeah, it's FAB. Let's do it. All right, and let's get a kicker. Let's upgrade kicker from Cade York. All right. I think I'm going to go with Harrison Butker. And we can go get Suck Up. So let's just do that. Let's get Harrison Butker. Drop Cade York. I'm going to make some moves here. Hold on. Okay, so put Harrison Butker here. Let's go ahead and add. Now you can't. Hopefully you are listening right now, Mr. LeBron James. I'm going to add Suck Up for you. Now feel free to cancel this. But we're going to add Suck Up and drop Butker. You got like a day and a half to cancel this. So you're good there. Okay. Now, I think we're going to just add a defense just to have, and that'll get rid of that waiver claim. Let's see if there's a semi-decent defense. Ravens. I think that's about it. Not really. But you're going to need one. Chargers. Dang, can't even get new. There's no defenses in this league. I think we have to go with the Chargers. I don't even know. So no Jaguars. Oh man, this is bad. Bengals, Lions, Jets. It's going to probably be Chargers or Ravens. I guess we're going Titans D. So let's add Titans D. Put them there. Cancel this. All right, since it doesn't seem like you have 100% of FAB, we're actually going to put some money on this one. It's not really necessary, but you need to win bad. So we're going to add the Dolphins D to drop the Titans D. And let's put let's put $10 on it. They say you need a win now. I'm just going to make it 11. I'm trying to help you get a win, man. Anything we can do to help you win. You're 1-3. All right. So feel free to cancel this if Butker is healthy, but you'll have a day and a half. There's plenty of kickers. Check out my waiver video as well. I don't think Breece Hall is going to help you win. And who do we trade for Breece Hall? Now, if they were on the same team, maybe. I think Pittman's the way to go for this team. Just going off instinct. We need wins now. We need to get them. This guy doesn't have Breece Hall, does he? Nope. All right. This guy, he does have decent. He's got running back and wide receiver. Okay. Now, okay. For Pittman, we'd have to give him names. So let's give him McLaurin. And can give us maybe Elijah Moore. Pittman and Elijah Moore. So McLaurin for Elijah Moore. We're giving him more for Elijah Moore. Now we can have to get kind of close to Pittman. Let's go Darrell Henderson. Man, this ain't going to work. And Drake London. I don't know if you'll have enough firepower this week. I think this is a trade. I want the chat's help. No. I'm just saying, if you want, you could cancel the Ryan suck up waiver claim. If Harrison Butker is healthy, you got a day and a half to do that. L trade. I want people's honest opinion. I would send that trade. Because if I take out Drake London, I mean, that's not even close. He won't accept that. That's very disrespectful. I mean, this is risky. So Drake London, McLaurin, Henderson. Here's the thing. Look, McLaurin and Henderson, a lot of people view as just dead. Right? So we have to give him a name. We have to give him something. Okay, so this is the trade. I need everyone to vote yes or no. Yes or no on this trade. Vote. All right. So the trade is we get Pittman and Elijah Moore. Shoot, there goes our backup. There goes our flex if we need one, Elijah Moore. We give him Drake London, McLaurin, and Henderson. If you say no, tell me what I should do. If you say no, tell me what I should do, though. I needed to add that. Like I'm saying, a lot of people view Henderson and McLaurin as just like nothing. We don't want to start Henderson. You know that. Who the heck wants 2 Washington Commanders? Bro, you got to think like the other guy. Stop, bro. You think you want 2 receivers on a whack team? Like, come on, bro. That's worse than 2 Jets receivers. Come on, dude. How does that help our team? I mean, that's good though. Don't get me wrong, Smooth. That's good, but how does that help us? Who are we starting at run? If we trade Miles Sanders, he just lost Javonte. We have no RB2. Just throw McCaffrey. That's funny. Low. It's low right now. Nobody has Hopkins. Oh, DeAndre Hop. He needs a win now, though, unfortunately. These are good ideas, but he needs a win now. He's 1-3. That's right. Throw CMC in there. What are we gonna do? He needs we need a wide receiver. I mean, come on, bro. I'm saying if we trade away a running back, we need one in return. This guy only has CMC and Sanders. He has no other running backs. None. Well, we have people saying no in the chat, so that's your answer right there. Hey, there's enough yeses. LeBron James, where you at? You want me to send this? That's a great trade. That's a good one. I don't think he did. Why would he accept, though? I just don't think he'd accept. Who in their right mind would accept that? Enough with the jokes. All right. Enough. This is not a time. This is not a time to be joking around. Yeah, he's gonna give us Saquon. Yeah. Dude, we're trying to get a win now. We cannot go for DeAndre Hopkins. He's 1-3. How many times I gotta explain this? We can't get DeAndre Hopkins. We need a win now. I ate a sandwich in the salad form. Depressing. I usually like it, by the way. Like Togo's in a bowl. Love it. I absolutely love it. I love a lot of sandwich spots make it. This spot did not. Bro, he has Hopkins. We don't have Hopkins. Do we? Stop, bro. Stop. We don't have DeAndre Hopkins. We cannot trade for him. No, we don't have Hopkins. Hey, I'm just a mission. I'm just on a mission. That's what he said. Hey, 1-3 sucks. What are you talking about? It's time to win. We got to get some wins now. We got to get some wins now. I mean, you're the one putting the label of panic. Hey, this guy paid me money. He said he wants Breece Hall and Pittman. I said, let's go get Pittman. And I put out a trade. I took a poll. I asked him, and we put it out there. All right, we're good. He's got 2 leaks, so let's go to this one. We'll spend less time on this one. This is getting out of hand. Yeah, but we're moving on though. Yeah, man, the trades take a while, but you send out some trades, bro. I'll take a look though. Ask questions while I got your team up there, but like I probably can't be doing like a bunch of trades, it'll take like hours and hours. Yeah, we can do that. Saturday night. Defense is good. Is this the right league? Am I looking at the right league? Yeah, this is a different league. All right. You just have some similar players. DJ Moore, huh? You still stuck with this guy. Yeah, start Mike Thomas if he plays over DJ Moore. Hey, Ken Walker, you might be able to start him if Rashad Penny is out. Bro, Romeo Dubs for sure over DJ Moore. So start Mike Thomas if he plays. We'll get some better word, but I know Romeo Dubs plays early, but definitely Dubs over DJ Moore because we hate his guts. Okay. Yeah, this is a wait and see game. We'll see if Rashad Penny is playing. We'll see if Mike Thomas is playing. And you still have DJ Moore on the bench, which is good. So I'm actually going to put DeAndre Swift here, but it doesn't really matter, but we can swap them. He's going to need to start Ramondre Stevenson. He needs to start Ramondre Stevenson because Swift might not play, Mike Thomas might not play, and Rashad Penny might not play. So he needs to start Ramondre Stevenson. It's looking like also Montgomery might play. So I don't think he will, but does Brady getting divorced affect his fantasy outlook? Yes, but we don't know which way it would go. It's definitely a distraction and it could hurt his value. I'm not worried about it. It might be a swift divorce and Brady plays better. It might not affect him at all. So it's a wild variable. It's an unintroduced or whatever. Whatever you call it, a new variable, uncontrolled variable that we've never seen before. It's a big thing in people's lives. Getting divorced is a huge thing, no matter who you are. It will affect them, but like I said, it might affect his fantasy points negatively, positively, or not at all. We're not starting Mike Boone. Nah, you're not very good at this. Let's see. We're not starting Mike Boone. Sorry, Doug. Sorry, Doug. Good try, though, but nah. We ain't starting Mike Boone. It ain't happening. Oh, because you're on Facebook. Hop on YouTube, youtube.com/fantasy couch. Head on over to the Fantasy Couch YouTube channel. That's why ain't nobody on Facebook, bro. Facebook is for like grandparents. You hop on the YouTube app. Get on the YouTube app. Go to Fantasy Couch. Bunch of people in there. Yeah, Facebook's for old people, bro. Get off that. What are you doing on there? Come on, bro. Hop Hop on YouTube. At least I have a beard. I don't know. At least I can grow one. That's all I got to say about that. All right, let's look through the waivers. I'd say there's a good chance he's getting divorced. They reportedly both got divorce lawyers. There's really no need for a married couple to each get a divorce lawyers, other than if you're getting a divorce. There's almost no other reason for that, or they're contemplating divorce. Your quarterback is Mahomes. Best QB available is Stafford. Elijah Moore, George Pickens, Isaiah McKenzie, Dotson. There's some really good wide receivers. I'm quite shocked. I would probably drop DJ Moore. Could even drop Treylon Burks. These are some really good wide receivers. Michael Gallup. Dang, but at the same time, there are so many wide receivers. I don't know if you want to drop them, but I am going to drop some players. Cam Akers available. Well, he does suck. Rashad White and Pacheco. Is this a 10-team league? I'm going to see how many there is. Okay, this is a 10-team league. That's why. I'm not used to this kind of luxuries, man. So many players. Who's your tight end? Darren Waller. Who do we add? Okay, who do we drop? That's the right question. I liked Mike Boone as an ad, but I really don't know if he's worth an ad over these other players, like at all. I'd probably rather have Rashad White. Dude, I do stuff like that all the time. Yeah. So I was shocked that he's available, and also he's disgusting. He's disgusting. Let's add Rashad White. Let's drop Treylon Burks. Yeah, I like that you listen to my advice, man, and this and that. But keep in mind, 12-team is the standard. So it's like when you're in a 10-team league, you got to understand, like, a lot of these guys I like that are stashes are just kind of. That's why 10-team league is kind of broken. Like 12-team, that's why 12 teams the standard, man. And Mike Boone is really not worth it in this type of league. We can add Pacheco. Or I think we're going to go with Pickens or Gallup. Man, there's a lot of good options. Who should we add? Pickens? I'm going to let the chat decide. Okay, let's go. All right. Pickens? Gallup, Dotson, or McKenzie. Who do we add? We're not adding Corey Davis. We need an upside play. We're not adding Corey Davis. Not Corey Davis. You're picking from these four. You want to go for? I think Pickens. I think we add Pickens. All right, we got two. My vote is Pickens. All right, I'm gonna go with the vote. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 Pickens. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 Gallup. Bro, vote. Stop making fun of us and vote. Make fun of us and vote. How about that? You can make fun, but also vote. So far, it's a tie. Kadarius Toney. Shut up. I love Kadarius Toney as an ad, though. He is, and he is here. Pickens, of course. All right, I think we're at 5 Pickens. Gallup over. You already voted. Gallup is a fine ad, though. We need pick. I think this broke the tiebreaker. I think we're at 5 or 6 votes for Pickens. All right. All right, Pickens it is. Robert, you voted for the losing team. Just join the winning team. Change your vote. Recast the vote. All right, let's add Pickens. And let's drop Boone. Yeah, I agree. Pickens does have more upside. All right. We're done with this. What a messy situation. We have to hack more? Oh, I'm hacking Jorge. Yeah, I actually don't want to hack anymore. I'll just chill here and answer questions. I'm going to hack Jorge offline and email him back. I already bookmarked his email. I'll chill here and answer some questions from you guys. I've been trying to get Dalvin, but my RBs are Melvin, Carter, and Fournette, and my wide receivers are Lamb, Gabe Davis, Lockett, Scary Terry, and Judy. What would be a good offer? Non-PPR. So it's going to have to be a package deal. All right. So Fournette for Dalvin straight up would work. You can do that. Package deal, you would need, I think, Melvin Gordon. This is the thing. I don't really want you to trade away Melvin Gordon right now. But you can trade away, maybe try Melvin Gordon and a wide receiver and a crappy receiver that you're benching anyways, like Lockett, Melvin Gordon and Lockett for Dalvin, or Fournette straight up for Dalvin. Melvin Gordon and Michael Carter for Dalvin. That could work. You could always throw in another wide receiver as well. I love this guy. He's like, I don't want to do it. He's like, let's go. I don't know, man. I don't know if Rachaad White will be startable. I really don't. Right? As a society, someone like me, we have to know everything, right? We have to take a stance. Otherwise, this is boring, lame content. But what I say, I think he's worth the stash. I've always liked Rachaad White. I've been every live stream basically been promoting Rachaad White. Fournette's still the man. This was a funky game against the Chiefs, real funky. So we've seen a little bit of hope that Rachaad White has standalone value. So let's say he's got a little bit of value. Right now, he's not startable. But remember, Fournette is a little bit injury prone. He has missed a lot of time in his career. He's been suspended. He's been, I think, arrested technically. He's been injured. So there's a lot. He's missed time. He's no stranger to missing time. Um, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. This whole Bucks team is very weird. We got Brady getting divorced. We got Cole Beasley retiring. We got every single wide receiver getting injured. So there's a lot going on. The coach retiring or stepping down, taking a behind the scenes position. It's a lot going on here, man. And I really don't know. I just know that he's worth a stash, and I've been always like pumping him. Fan of Rashad White for sure. What is this? Is there something funny here? You think there's something funny? You think this is a funny business? You like Mixon or Swift and you like Mixon for Swift and Carter. So in a trade like this, Michael Carter is a 0. This is a blockbuster trade. You're essentially trading like, the 9th overall pick for the 10th overall pick or something. So it's Mixon or Swift. I like Mixon side more. It's even. It's an even trade. Michael Carter gives you at least a little bit of depth. It's an even trade. I just go for the healthier guy, and that's gonna be Mixon for me. And we all know Jamal Williams is heavily involved. Duffy asks, "What are your thoughts on me trading Waddle and Godwin for Hollywood, Kamara, and Allaire?" Now, Hollywood's a sell high option right now. Hopkins is coming back. Kamara's a good buy low. Allaire is Allaire. Allaire is a Clyde. And a Clyde is an Allaire. Waddle and Godwin are pretty good. So I'd say Waddle is better than Hollywood. Godwin is better than Hollywood. Kamara on the same level as either one of those guys. Then you get Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Here's the thing. I like the side with Hollywood, Kamara, and Helaire. But you're not really getting a wide receiver in return. You're just getting Hollywood. I'm just going to say I like the side with Kamara more. So I would take that. Hopefully you're okay at wide receiver where you do have at least one stud like CeeDee Lamb or Diggs or Jefferson or Chase, somebody, even a Higgins or Amon-Ra. Other than that, I'd be very wary to do this trade. Dubs, Devontae Smith, or Pickens. I'm going Romeo Dubs this week. Swift is always hurt though. I don't think you want to be worried about playoffs right now. Just not how I think. It's a more of a personal preference thing, I guess you can say. So, if you want to look ahead to the future while a train is coming at you right now, that's fine. I don't operate that way. That's why fantasy football is so beautiful. It's all compressed into 1 week, one matchup, one win is such a big deal. It's even a bigger deal than the real life NFL because we're only playing 14 weeks and then playoffs start. I want to get some wins now. You got to make playoffs to be worried about playoffs. You're worried about being worried about playoffs, losing now, you won't make playoffs. So that's just my train of thought with that. Definitely playoff schedule is important, but I'm not looking at that crap until this is looking like my team can make playoffs. Yeah, I would do it. It's super risky. Blockbuster trade. Do it. Go get Kamara. Mike Williams or Dubs. Got to go big Mike Williams, man. BMW with it. Higgins or Brown rest of the season. Who the hell is Brown? I hate these questions. Antonio Brown? Equinemius St. Brown. There's a Amon-Ra St. Brown. Who's Brown? I don't even know who he's talking about, dude. Brown. AJ Brown. Oh, he's talking about AJ Brown. I like AJ Brown more rest of the season. Look, bro, it's easy, man. When you hop on here, it's easy. Just say AJB, AJB, AJB. That's so easy, man. Oh, this guy wasn't joking. $22 dono. Hey, he hit it up with a fat donation, though. Hey, he was not joking. He's 1-3. He's ready to roll. All right. Let's delete these guys. Times have changed. I got a real donation here. Kevin paid $22. All right. Oh, this guy's cocky. Twitch fam is so cocky. Well, I prefer Mixon, but it is a fair trade, so I think it's fine either way. If you want to do it and you're looking for a second opinion that you wouldn't have listened to anyway, that's fine. Swift is a great player, and you get Michael Carter. I prefer the Mixon side though. I just want to make that clear. R says thanks. Oh yeah, man. Thank you for the donation. Well, I made fun of you, but I regret it now because you donated. I regret all the making fun of that I done of you. How badly does Giants QB situation affect my Barkley? As of right now, I wouldn't say anything. I mean, what are you gonna do anyway, man? You want me to coddle you? You want me to hold your hand? You want me to tell you everything's gonna be okay? You're starting Saquon Barkley, and you're gonna enjoy the game. All right, watch the highlights or watch the full game. Let's go, London game. What are you gonna do? What's out of our control? I don't even worry about. I don't even ask. I don't even want to know. Just watch the game, bro. I know you're starting Saquon. You ain't benching him. Just enjoy the game. You're hoping out of Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor, you're hoping at least one of them can start. Now, both of them can start. It's going to get funky. We'll see what's up. No, Saquon took a few snaps at quarterback. Yeah, but you need a quarterback. So Tyrod Taylor and Daniel Jones are both questionable. I think Tyrod Taylor is in concussion protocol. I don't remember what Daniel Jones' injury is, shoulder, ankle, something. Oh, there's plenty of them. They're called handcuffs, man. We talk about them every week, and they're in effect right now, like Jamal Williams. All right. I've been forced another hack upon us. It's been forced on me. Yahoo. What's up, Guillermo? Hey, Kevin's in the building. I guess we have one last hack. Let's do it.
Can't wait.
Yo, 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 Kevin, we have successfully hacked you. Oh, you've been watching this? Yeah. NFL fantasy. It's just been a long day. Like, and please, man, don't take this wrong. Like, you guys pay me to hack. Like, you don't think how nuts I know that is. That is nuts. I get paid to do this. It's insane. Yeah, I look at a ton of lineups. I get a ton of DMs and comments, but like, and it does wear me out. Like, no doubt. I'm like, oh god, I gotta look at another fantasy team. I looked at 4,000 this year. But it's a blessing, man. It's amazing. So I do appreciate it. I always know the macro. I always keep it real with myself and put myself in check all the time. Like, it's incredible. Yeah, I would not want to hack on NFL fantasy. I've got used to the platform though fairly well, so it's not that bad. I'm hurting bad, bro. Just drop DJ Moore. I don't even want to hear about DJ Moore. The answer is always Hop. No matter what you're asking, the answer is not DJ Moore. Yeah, fantasy is my full-time gig, but I do other jobs as well. So like I've always been an entrepreneur. And like my main thing is multimedia, being a multimedia expert. So I do video. I went to film school, audio, graphic design, logos, websites. So like I do that freelancing, and like 99% of my work was Fantasy Couch. But then now I got more work now, and it's very little hours. It's working from home, doing multimedia, social media for a couple companies. So, man, it's been great, right? I do that for very little time every day. It doesn't take up too much of my time. Um, so it's like essentially I'm doing Fantasy Couch during the peak season. Like right now, I'm doing that about 11, 12 hours a day. And then I take care of my other stuff, and then I do my other work. So, yeah, I know to some people that sounds insane, but yeah, man. I do work, 12 to 16 hours a day. Lots of work. But that's my goal is to be rich, make a lot of money, and do it, with jobs I like, and I'm working towards my goals. I got them written down. I do want to be a millionaire someday. And I'm working towards that goal, and I'm nearing it every year, and I'm very thankful for it. You guys give me the opportunity to do that. The Fantasy Couch doesn't pay a lot, but it's enough to motivate me and just to actually make sense to keep going. It's enough money for me to like, hey, I'm gonna keep going. Like, this is actually a job. It doesn't pay a lot. It's like the equivalent to any kind of low level job. What's a low level? That's not the right. It's not PC entry level. I don't know. Whatever the hell. You guys know what I mean. I try to be PC, but sometimes I'm not. Bro, I skipped like 100 people. Why you skip me? Unless you donated. Yeah, I hack any platform. I do anything. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. How could you not be concerned about Amon-Ra's injury? Chris sent me $5. Says showing love. Thank you so much, Chris, for the donation. I recognize this name. Sure, you donated a ton of times. Thank you. Bro said you skipped me, bro. Bro, I've skipped so many. I can't answer all the questions. So if you do need your question answered, to guarantee it, donate via super chat. I'll answer it. If not, I try to answer as many free ones as I can. Oh, there you go. There you go. Thank you so much, my friend. Really appreciate it. It was me. Gotta show some love. Been getting a lot of like anonymous people this year donating. I see you guys, and I appreciate you guys. I think I know who you guys are, but you guys like the thrill of me not knowing. That's fine. Hey, I'll take the money, and I really appreciate it. Anything that is not no. I'll hack NFL fantasy. We'll do it. Right now we're hacking Kevin though. Drop Akers or Brian Robinson. Oh my god, is you really have to drop one of these two? I'd drop Akers. Yeah. We've already seen what he can do. So here's the thing. Here's the reasoning why. Akers low upside. We've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen it. And we've seen it. Brian Robinson could be messy. Could be low upside. We don't know. We're more sure with Akers it's low upside. Well, Brian Robinson, we don't know. So you either trade away Akers in a package deal or drop him. Brian Robinson for sure. Because if we're wrong, here's the thing. If we're wrong about Brian Robinson, as in Akers puts up more fantasy points from week 5 on, or whenever Brian Robinson comes back on, rest of the season, remainder of the season, if Akers is not as good, if Brian Robinson is not as good as Akers remainder of the season, we lose nothing. Akers is already an L. Akers was already an L. We're not starting him. When Akers does well, he'll be on your bench anyway. You just asked me a question about dropping him. When Akers does well, he'll be on your bench anyway. Regardless, even if Akers scores 1,000 fantasy points in a week, it's still a 0 because you're benching him. I know that for a fact because you asked me, am I dropping him? So that means he's expendable. He means you literally your worst player, your least valuable player, your most expendable player on your team. You drop him. If we're wrong, we lose nothing. If we're right, then we just probably hit big on Brian Robinson. It's a risk that you're willing to take. We are sure of Akers' floor. What, 0? Is that what? I mean, is Akers even going to win you a week? Not if he's on your bench anyway. I mean, the only time you're starting Akers is when you have bye weeks going on. Like, you're not starting Akers. Especially this guy. Look, in a 14-team league, it's different. Keep Akers for sure, like regardless. But this guy's probably in a 10-team league, and Akers is his worst player. That means he's benching him every week. So what do you like? I'd rather see what this unknown guy's gonna do. Is Brian Robinson, who we all kind of liked, until he got shot. Now he's coming back. I mean, what kind of storyline is this? It could be an amazing one. Just him getting out there and getting some touches is already an amazing storyline. If he gets some freaking fantasy points, oh boy. I mean, I drafted this guy in a couple leagues. Mac, thank you so much for the donation. Here we go. Pick up or hold. I don't know what that means. Ron, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Pollard, Hendo, Palmer, and Elijah Moore. Oh, okay. Waiver. I get it now. Waivers, Hines. Okay. You definitely want to get Hines, Gallup, Rondell Moore, or make some package trade. All right. So obviously a package trade, a 3-for-2 or 2-for-1. Always you want to try to do that. Easier said than done. You probably won't be able to do that. I'd say 80-90% chance you probably won't be able to do that, but that's what you want in this case, in most cases. So try to do that. If not, you probably want to drop Palmer. Herbert spreads the ball a lot, and Keenan Allen will come back at some point. Now, if this guy's on your bench, he's on your bench. I would. Okay, wait. Here's the thing: if you're adding Hines, you have to start him. If you're adding Hines and not starting him, there's no reason to add Hines. 0, because this is Hines' best opportunity he's going to get, and that's it. If you're not going to start Hines this week, why pick him up? So you can start him when JT comes back. So pick up Hines if you're going to start him. And I would start him over all these players you listed: Elijah Moore, Palmer, Pollard, Henderson. So yeah, I would probably want Hines, and I'd probably drop Josh Palmer. Don't add Rondell Moore. I mean, this is not for everybody. This is for this guy's league. It seems like this guy's in a 10-team league. So don't add Rondell Moore. Gallup is a good add as well. Definitely want to trade. I mean, trade these guys for dirt cheap. Henderson, I'd get rid of for 4 pennies. Josh Palmer, I'd get rid of for 3 pennies. Elijah Moore, I still like, but let's face it, he sucks this year. I'd get rid of Elijah Moore for a couple dollars. So if you can get rid of Henderson, Palmer, Elijah Moore, do it. 3-for-2 trade, man. Yes, I would drop Michael Carter for Hines, but keep in mind, again, it's the same thing. If you're not going to start Hines this week, don't get him. That advice is for everybody. Hey, couch, make some room. What's going on? Is this weird? Do you want to sit next to me? I don't understand this. Seems cool, but seems weird at the same time. Getting kind of weird, cool vibes, but weird vibes. I don't know if it's a cool guy pretending to be weird, or I don't know if it's a weirdo trying to be cool. I don't know. I don't want any strangers coming in here and sitting on the couch. Like, move over. I don't understand that. Football Sundays make room for you. I don't know. Couch, I want to kiss you, honestly. See, this is a cool guy trying to be weird. See, this is just a funny joke. This I don't know. And then what's your profile pic? It's like a goat on fire. Yeah. Yeah. This is weird. Stroke of goat. Yeah. Definitely on the weird side. But back to Naheem Hines. This goes for anybody, right? If you're thinking about adding Hines, do not add him unless you're starting him this week. It doesn't make any sense, 0 cents to add him if you're not going to start him. 0 cents. That means you have better players, so you'll be straight during bye weeks. You'll be straight regardless. He's gone. He didn't explain himself. He didn't explain himself. He wants to sit down next to me now or watch football with me, or I don't know. We don't know. He is subscribed though. Keep subscribing, man. I also have everyone go and subscribe to my second YouTube channel, NSC Couch Podcast. Make sure you guys do that. We do have a second YouTube channel. Even Stroke of the Goats. What's your name? Stroke of Goat. Go sub to that, man. This is the second YouTube channel, Fantasy Couch Podcast. It's available everywhere, right? Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, Tune In, Google Podcast, everywhere. Been subscribed. Can I touch your beer? See, this is a cool dude trying to be weird. Absolutely not. Yeah. I don't even want to be in the same vicinity as people. I'm more of a digital guy. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, we are hacking Kevin. He is 1-3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 10-team league. Kevin, is this PPR? Non-PPR? What are we looking at? Let the people know. All right, Cordell Patterson. Put him on IR. The IR glitch is back. Oh, man, it feels so good to put a player on IR. I haven't done that in a while. It's not weird. It's not about injuries or anything. I just like hoarding players in fantasy. Not wishing injuries upon anybody, anything like that. It's not weird. Not weird. Not too many IR. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Too many IR. Oh, I'm stupid. You can only have one IR spot. I didn't see this. I'm dumb. But it is full PPR. All right. Elijah Moore. Yes, he's chilling there. We can drop Cade York. So that's one player to drop. Your quarterbacks are. I did the IR glitch and almost got kicked out of my league for doing it last year. Love the podcast about the types of fantasy leagues. Yeah, that was like filler content, and that was a lot of fun because there was leagues I never heard about. There was leagues that my co-host never heard about. There's leagues no one heard about, like the Loser League. Like I literally heard about that a week before I did that podcast. The Loser League is so crazy. So a Loser League is you want to start. The goal is to score the least amount of fantasy points every week. All right. But if a player scores 0 fantasy points, you get 20 more fantasy points added on to your total. So the goal is to score the least amount of fantasy points, but if a player scores 0, you get 20 fantasy points added on. So the loser league, that is crazy. Yeah, there were so many weird leagues that we listed off. So this is the worst quarterback situation I've ever seen in a 10-team league. It's very unfortunate. I thought Stafford would be pretty good this year. I drafted him in one league, thankfully only one. What sucks is he's ruining that whole league. It's such a good team. I got Kelsey, I got Cup, I think I got Damian Pierce. It's the Patreon league. Ugh, yeah. So I mean, who do we even start this week? I think we're starting Stafford, but yeah, we'll start Stafford. Let's bench Cordell Patterson. Let's start Ramondre. Oh man, this team is sorry. You don't even have a wide receiver. Yeah, this is worse than that 12-team league that I told you guys about. This is a 10. This team is really bad. Like really, I don't even know how you have one win. I'm just keeping it honest. It's a pretty bad team. So Carson Wentz and Jameis. Okay, Goff is gone. There's nobody on waivers for a 10-team league, which is freaky. So Michael Gallup, that's a great ad. You don't really have any droppable players, unfortunately. Naheem Hines, we don't even really need to start him. You said PPR. I would rather start Hines over Ramondre probably, but it doesn't really make a difference. So for long term, I mean, the only guy we could drop is Lawrence or Bateman. It doesn't really help us. I mean, you got Kelsey already. We do want to drop Cade York. You can always drop Butker later. So let's drop Cade York. Yeah, Damian Harris available. Yeah, that's actually a great ad because if Ramondre or Damian Harris gets hurt, we'll always have the one. Penny is available. That's pretty crazy. So we're definitely dropping Cade York. If Harrison Butker's out, easy, go add a guy like Crosby or Greg Joseph or Lutz or even better, Suck Up. Tony Pollard is available. David Montgomery is available. I mean, what are we doing, folks? I guess we'll add him. All right. So if Butker is out, go ahead and add my top ranked kicker. Rankings come out tomorrow, and that's going to be probably Crosby or Greg Joseph. And then comes Riley Patterson's a great ad. So I see 4 kickers I like. All right, man. Let me see if I'm not gonna propose a trade. Let me see if I see a trade here. You have one player people want, Diggs, and another player people want, Kelsey. Should have really sold on James Robinson last week. I see you got ETN though. I get it. Literally only 2 players that people want from you are Diggs and Kelsey. I think you make a trade. And I think it's going to be Diggs or Kelsey. What about J.K. Dobbins, man? I literally just added David Montgomery off waivers. Nobody wants J.K. Like, no one's going to die for J.K. Dobbins. Damian Harris was available. Naheem Hines was available. There was like 5 running backs available. I think was Henderson available? There was a bunch available. I think you trade away Diggs or Kelsey. You can get a tight end like Higbee, Waller, literally anything. Just get some players that you're gonna start. Just make sure you get a player that's better than McLaurin, better than Deontay Johnson, better than Ramondre Stevenson, player like that, a flex player, so a wide receiver or running back, a stud. And you can add J.K. Dobbins too. You can make it a package deal. It's literally the only pieces you got, man, that you can trade. Everett is kind of a sell high right now because when Keenan Allen comes back, Everett won't be doing as well. Remember, Herbert spreads the ball a lot. So Everett wouldn't not be ideal long term. He's good short term, though. Same thing with Zach Ertz. Like, I really like Zach Ertz, but when Hopkins comes back, a little bit less value. All right. We'll get rid of this. Oh, no. He's got J.K. Dobbins. He has J.K. Dobbins on the bench. Yeah. I would have added J.K., but I mean, David Montgomery too. They come out in the afternoon. There's no like time. I mean, I do everything last minute, nice and fresh, right? So usually come out with them like 1:30 p.m. my time. So that's like 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully a little earlier though. Could be, yeah. Let's just say 1:30 is typical time. 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern tomorrow afternoon. All right. I appreciate you, Kevin. Let's answer some questions and end this live stream. Smushy, what's up, Twitch fam? Standard League, start 2, Miles Sanders, Stevenson, Damian Pierce, or ETN. Damian Pierce is a must start. We love him on the couch fam. We're starting him. And our second guy we're going to start is Miles Sanders, my friend. Yes, I'm in California. Do you do Dynasty League hacks? Bro, I've hacked literally anything. If you give me a login, I'll hack your bank account, bro. I'll hack whatever you want. It's a live show. You email it to me. But yeah, I do hack Dynasty. On the podcast, we did have a Hack My Dynasty segment, though. But that was more centered towards like rebuilding and remolding and giving advice. Like, so it was a little bit of a different type of show. But I just literally hacked the Dynasty lineup, I think, an hour ago on here. Riverside, yeah. So in high school, I went to a really, really poor ghetto high school. And when you grow up in a really poor ghetto city, you don't realize it until you leave. Like right now, I know, people with really rich people, really upper class people. I know a lot of celebrities. Of course, I know a lot of poor people too. I grew up in a ghetto city, really poor city, and so we went to a really poor high school, and I decided as an elective to take video. And they're like, colleges like extracurricular activities, sports, chess clubs. So I didn't really do nothing. I was on a swim team a little bit, so I decided to enter like a digital, I don't know what it's called. It's like they did CAD photography and video. So I entered that. It said my video. It was a team, me and my partner, but my team was the best video ever submitted in the history for that section. Like, so that, like, for the Bay Area. And so we went to states, and so the state competition for videography, this is a senior in high school, was in Riverside. So we traveled to Riverside, we shot it. And that's when that's the first moment I realized that I'm in a really poor high school. So we shot videos with the big VHS tapes. I know a lot of viewers are young, so I don't know. I'm sure everyone has seen a VHS tape, but maybe some of our viewers don't even know what that is. So this is a VHS tape, like a cassette tape. So you play videos on this VHS, old camcorder. Let me see if you can see the big ones. Yeah, so like this was me basically. It's like with this big old VHS tape camcorder. And then we saw that everybody, all the other people competing had a it was all digital. They all had Macs. They all had digital cameras. And we were recording analog on a VHS, and that's when I knew. And the computers, like teachers, like, bro, don't open this .ava file. Normally, it'll just crash the computer. So you have to open it up in Adobe Premiere. Back then, it wasn't even Adobe; it was just Premiere. The blah blah blah. And so like so we competed, we did that, but I saw like, oh, I'm like, oh my god, man, these high schools all have Macs. We'll just have one computer. Like there's high schools where everybody has their own computer almost at school. I'm like, man, these guys got so much money, they got so much technology. We had to share computers. When I knew that these guys, like everybody had their own computer in class. We had 2 computers in that video class. So like I learned like, and that's what's cool about me is like I don't get shocked when I meet all these millionaires and stuff because I've been exposed to that. And I've also very humble beginnings because I've started with grassroots, right? Nothing. Fantasy Couch started with $100. So but that's my only exposure to Riverside though. It's kind of near LA, it's down south, Southern California. I don't really know the city. We got into a little bit of trouble down there. Not a lot, but a little bit of trouble. I mean, it was fun. It was a fun trip. I was a senior in high school. It was a lot of fun though, and I got to compete in video. And that's when I gave my love for video. And then I went to college, business major, failed in that, and then I transferred to video film, and I just took off, man. I knew that was it. I was a film guy. I was a video guy. I was a digital multimedia guy from the get go. That's always been my passion. CeeLo, what's up, man? Ayuk, Mooney, or Hines? Which 2 do I start half PPR? Got 2 flex spots. Definitely start Hines. Darnell Mooney is dead to me. Don't start Mooney. So that's how I choose to answer the question. I could have picked 2 players, but no, I decided to kill one off and pick one player to start. Because that's the truth. I think that describes it even better. Oh, you missed a story time. You missed a really good story time. You would have loved it. Toast, what's up, man? Would you trade Tyreek Hill and Jacobs for Jefferson? I probably would not. I love Justin Jefferson. I think Tyreek Hill is close to the same vicinity, not the same tier, but I think he's close enough right here to where there's not enough of a gap for me to give away a top 10 running back. Let's even top 15. I mean, every week you're starting Jacobs, and I kind of regret not drafting him at all. I'd rather have Jacobs than Tyreek Hill. It's so close, right? So let's just say you're gaining 1 fantasy point here. You're losing a lot by giving away Jacobs. So you're losing a lot. Interesting trade though, and I would take that if I had Jefferson and like, oh man, I could really use a flex. I could really use an RB2. I'd take that in a heartbeat. You're welcome. Kelsey for Eckler and Pittman. I like the side with Eckler and Pittman. You got to keep in check your tight end situation, but Eckler and Pittman is the side that's way more valuable. Oh, join my Patreon. It's paid, but that's the number one way for me to answer. Patreon.com/fantasycouch. It is paid though. It's $3.69 per month. Right here. That guarantees you to get on. People can barely read that. Patreon.com/fantasycouch. Once you're on there, you can message me. Ryan Suckup this week. Ryan Suckup for sure. Check out my rankings video. Check out my waiver video on YouTube if you want. But rankings video comes out tomorrow. Top 2 boom kickers this week. I mean, Suckup is the one that you have at least a shot of being available, right? He's available like in 30% of leagues. Yeah, and we do have a 96 team league every year, and all you got to do is be a $10 member, and you're in. Winner gets $1,000. Yeah, I'm doing my rankings video tomorrow. I can't resist but talking about kickers. So you got your usual suspects, right? Like Tyler Bass, Justin Tucker, but Ryan Suckup is my favorite this week. Absolutely love him. As far as a guy who's like not rostered in 90% or more leagues. Dubs, Thielen, Bateman, Deontay Reynolds, and Garrett Wilson. This is a lot of injuries going on, right? So I love Dubs. We're benching Bateman for now. Let's bench Garrett Wilson. Josh Reynolds is only up to Monroe if he plays, right? So there's a lot going on. Definitely start Deontay Johnson, and I think you're gonna have to figure it out. But I'm benching Garrett Wilson and benching Bateman for now. What's up, BTG? Twitch fam traded Khalil Herbert, AJ Dillon, and Brandon Cooks. Okay. Dillon, Cooks, and Dalvin. No, too many Cooks. Dillon, Brandon Cooks, Herbert. Okay, Herbert, Dillon, Brandon Cooks. For Dalvin and Mooney. Bad trade. Darnell Mooney, bad. Darnell Mooney, bad. Darnell Mooney is bad. Yeah, Daniel Carlson's good, but nobody can pick him up. Yes, Hawkinson will be formidable. Go ahead and make that trade, especially if you need, RBs and wide receivers. Twitch fam, what's up, my dudes? Twitch fam in the building this week or this stream. Start 1 RB, full PPR. Jeff Wilson, Chase Edmonds, AJ Dillon. Jeff Wilson, done deal. Jeff Wilson. Pick 2 to start. Waddle, Godwin, Mike Thomas, London, Garrett Wilson. That's another one where we can't be for sure on everything. So start Waddle, bench Garrett Wilson, and you're just going to have to figure it out. I don't know if Mike Thomas is playing. Godwin's probably playing. And Drake London gets a boost if Kyle Pitts is out. So my gut is saying to go Waddle and Godwin. That's what you're going to likely do. Bench Garrett Wilson. Keep tabs on Kyle Pitts. Keep tabs on Mike Thomas. No, well, Cade York has let us down, so that's a misinformation, my friend. Everybody start Dameon Pierce. Traded Waddle in London for AJ Brown plus Naji. I don't like Naji, but he got him as a huge bonus. I like the trade, though, my friend. Good job getting AJ Brown and Naji. If Herbert starts, him or Jeff Wilson? Don't know what the heck you're talking about. Khalil Herbert? You mean, I'm just going to rephrase what Val asked, and so this will be my question. If Montgomery is out, do I start Khalil Herbert or Jeff Wilson? The answer is Khalil Herbert. What's up, Aldo? Greetings from Tijuana, Mexico. Love the content. I love you, brother. Let's go, baby. Kelsey, Mike Williams for Debo and Josh Jacobs. This is the same. Make that last trade. Why am I answering everything? Is this live? Is this live action going on? Negotiations going on right now? Trade hostage negotiations? I like Debo more than Mike Williams. I like Kelsey more than I think Kelsey's too valuable. When I'm trading away Kelsey, I need something that takes my breath away. And this is close, but no deal. I need something. Greetings from Quebec. What's up, Xavier? They want Kelsey. We'll tell them they're going to have to pay. They're going to have to pay. All right? Sorry. they're going to have to pay. And I'm taxing you on top of that. And I'm taking a commission and referral fee. You got it? And I'm charging a service fee. That's what I'm doing when I'm trading away Kelsey. Can't bring myself to start ETN if my RB's hurt. Do I start ETN or Mostert? I think I think you start Mostert, buddy. Yeah, we're definitely starting Mostert. Yep, Mostert. Start 2. Scary Terry, BMW, Logger. Go with Gabe Davis and Mike Williams. Guys, make sure you do subscribe to the second YouTube channel. Everyone, please. You can also subscribe. What are we on? Spotify, Apple Podcast, Stitcher. I don't even know what we're on. Google Podcast, something. We're on all of these, man. So go and check out the podcast, especially YouTube. Everyone, stop what you're doing. Go subscribe to the Fantasy Couch Podcast channel, please. Really helps us out. Also, yeah, subscribe on the audio format. Anything you can. Please go ahead and subscribe to the Fantasy Couch Podcast. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Have those bell notifications turned on. Rankings video tomorrow. We go live after tomorrow night's game on the Fantasy Couch Podcast channel. So check us out on there. Good luck, everyone. I'll catch you on the next one.